Each European Union member state has its own system of criminal law. But serious and organized crime in Europe doesn't respect borders, and evidence is often located in different member states. That's why the EU needs to stay one step ahead. The EU has developed the European Investigation Order as a vital tool to ensure efficient cross-border evidence gathering. An EIO is a judicial decision made in one member state that requires another member state to gather evidence for a criminal investigation. It's valid in every EU country except Ireland and Denmark. Cooperation in criminal investigations across different EU member states relies on the principles of mutual recognition and trust. So how does an EIO work? An EIO offers a single, simple and comprehensive way of obtaining evidence in another member state. With one standardized form to fill out, it's quicker and easier than more traditional ways of requesting cooperation. An EIO is subject to strict deadlines and limits the possibility for the executing authority to refuse it. The evidence that can be gathered through an EIO is broad. It can include hearing of suspects or witnesses, interception of telecommunication, covert investigations, information on banking and other financial transactions, and searches. First, the relevant authority in the issuing state drafts an EIO. Then it's transmitted to the counterpart authority in the executing state. The executing authority then decides on the recognition and execution of the EIO. Eurojust helps member states to supervise and manage the smooth handling and execution of EIOs. It acts as a bridge between the issuing and executing authorities. In fact, often the first task is to help identify the specific authority to which a request should be addressed. Eurojust can also advise in relation to the scope of the EIO directive and its use vis-à-vis other coexisting legal instruments, the competent authorities, the content, form and language of the EIO, and the use of some specific investigative measures. Eurojust can identify and tackle legal or practical obstacles that arise and acquire additional information if needed. After the EIO is issued, Eurojust can speed up the execution of EIOs, especially where the need for action is immediate. In addition, in light of common action days, Eurojust can support a simultaneous and coordinated execution of different EIOs in several member states. Eurojust is on hand to answer questions from authorities that receive EIOs clarifying the content of EIOs, assisting with requests for additional information, ensuring compliance with the national and the EU legal framework, and addressing language issues. Facilitating direct contact, fostering expertise, promoting awareness and sharing best practice are all part of Eurojust's mission to maximize the impact of EIOs. And Eurojust is familiar with the case law of the European Court of Justice relating to criminal law cooperation and EIOs. The organization has a wealth of information resources to share with stakeholders about EIOs and how best to take advantage of them.